Chapter 5, Monkey Wrench. Rahim offered the fully loaded .44 caliber pistol to the sergeant major and said, "You shall kill one of your men so we have room for another bullet in the pistol." The sergeant major took the pistol, aimed it at Rahim, and pulled the trigger. Click. Rahim smiled. "I see you will not hesitate to kill me." He took the gun from the sergeant major. "Neither will I hesitate to kill you. But since you are so eager to kill, let it be someone you have already killed by bringing them to me." Rahim handed the fully loaded but useless pistol to the small insurgent, who in turn handed him an empty .44 pistol. Rahim opened the cylinder and placed one round in the chamber so it would fire if the trigger was pulled. Afterward, he nodded to two of his men. Each of them stood on either side of the sergeant major and pressed their fully loaded 9mm pistols to his temples. Rahim handed the sergeant major the .44 with a single round in it and said, "One wrong move, Sergeant Major, and you know what will occur, correct?" He nodded his head. "We must move along now if we are to finish within the hour," Rahim said, and then he pointed to Private Smith, who was stirring on the floor. "Bring him here." His men helped Smith to his feet and brought him over to the table and thrust him chest first upon it, his head slamming hard onto its rough surface, his frightened face looking directly into the sergeant major's eyes. "Sergeant Major," Rahim said, "I am giving you the honor of dispatching this man who paved the way for all of your deaths. Now take your pistol and place the end of the barrel onto your soldier's temple. Make certain he feels the pressure, just as you do. Once you have pulled the trigger, we will remove his lifeless body, and I will present you with another round with which to kill the next of your soldiers. We will continue this until you have dispatched all of your men." "What makes you think I would kill my men?" "Because if you do, I will present you with a different option for yourself. I will place a single round in your pistol and then spin the cylinder, and you will put it to your head and squeeze the trigger. If it does not go off, it will be Allah's favor which saved you. If not, you will have murdered all of your men by your own hand, and in your grief you took your own life." Rahim nodded to another of his men, who rushed out the door and came back with a camera and lights. "As you can see, we will make certain that these murders and your suicide will be videoed and mailed to your media." "I will not kill my own men," the sergeant major said. "You will kill them, or you will be killed," Rahim threatened. "So kill me," he said, and placed the .44 on the table. Rahim canted his head, as if trying to understand the sergeant major's reticence. To the Iraqi, the man had no choice, no option. It made no sense to simply die. "You disappoint me, Sergeant Major. Are you a stranger to death?" "No." "Then what is this?" he asked, pointing to the .44 lying on the table. The sergeant major peered at the pistol and said, "It appears to be a monkey wrench tossed into the middle of your gearworks." The leader smiled yet again. "Just when I begin to think I can dislike you, you come back with that wit of yours." The sergeant major smiled. "What can I say?" "You will not shoot your own men? I think you're getting the idea." Rahim said, "Hovek, get the bolt cutters."